Good morning, everyone. My name is Twane Ahorangi Bartlett, and I'm a violet ray twin flame from Parakai, New Zealand. Um, I have been road tripping with Heart Solutions, and I had a lot of time to think while I was driving, so I was making notes as I stopped in places and connected with nature and the people around me. And I sort of had a thought on the process of how to let go. I realized that that is something that I struggled with a lot myself. I'm definitely somebody who I can hold on long after other people would have let go. Um, and not many people know how to. So this is another video on how to, and it fits into the twin flame union when we come out of crisis and we go into surrender, because surrender is all about letting go. Surrendering is all about realizing that the union is what it is, and you can't make it into anything that you had any expectations. So there are a couple things that you have to keep in mind when it is a time to let go, because other people always tell you, oh, just let go, just let go. And this could be in anything, it's not necessarily twin flame, it could be with anything that you've been hanging on to. It could be a dream, an idea, a job, a person. um, and so the first thing that you have to do is to determine if you are ready to let go. This is very important, because if you're not ready to let go, it's actually causing you more pain to let go. And the question I always ask, or if people ask me, but how do I know when to let go? I always say it is, ask yourself, does it hurt more to hang on, or does it hurt more to let go? If it hurts more to let go, you hang on. If it hurts more to hang on, you let go. Okay? Because in that process of hanging on to something or a situation, there's a psychological process that's happening with you and with me. While I am hanging on, I am gathering information for myself, reasons to be able to let go. Because the longer I hang on to something which doesn't serve me anymore, the more pain it will cause me. And it is to get to that point of saturation where I feel that I've had enough. I don't want to be in this situation anymore. I don't want to hold on to this situation. I walked out of my job in June. I resigned instantly, gave 2 weeks notice, and I left. That is one of the things when I held on for 2 years to a day job. It was a career that I loved. I was trained as a pharmacy technician in South Africa. I basically worked in pharmacy straight out of school. It's a career path that I was passionate about. It is something I loved, helping people. I loved the stimulation it brought, exploring different ways to help and heal people. And if I could, I would have done that career for the rest of my life. It did bring me a vast amount of satisfaction and happiness. But in the end, it didn't serve me. And I held on to that career for 2 years, which meant that I had the most horrendous experiences with the manager and with customers. because there was a part of my energy that was already letting go, but my mind was saying, no, but this is, I was born to do this. And so in holding on for 2 years, I had experiences that was very unpleasant. And in having those experiences was the gathering of data and information, reasons to let go. And then once I've had the reasons to let go, it is just to set the intention. I'm willing to let go of this job. I'm willing to let go of people who doesn't resonate with me. And it is through the process of holding on that it gives the ability to let go. And it fits perfectly into coming out of crisis, because you would have gone through cycles of meeting your twin, getting the trigger, have the separation so that you can work through your stuff, meet your twin again, get the trigger. You know where I'm going with this. So there's this process of like peeling away the layers of a specific issue, like an onion in the crisis stage. Because sometimes, most of the time, it's the same issue that will be triggered again and again and again. And in that trigger and in that gathering of information, of the experience of unpleasantness between you and your twin, it would eventually, as you start to heal yourself through the triggers, there will be a realization that sinks in that this is specifically me, I had standards, I had values, and I started to ask myself, at what cost of emotional pain do I want to spend time in my twin's presence? Because I knew whenever there was a meeting, there would be a trigger. And it was determining, claiming my power as to when I was ready for another session of triggering and working through my stuff. And the more I got to learn the process of healing, receiving healing through my twin, the stronger I became inside myself to know that I deserve to let this union unfold at its own pace. So it basically healed me to the point where I could step back and say, I'm willing to let go of this pain. I'm willing to surrender, throw up my hands in the air, if you want to say whatever, and just say it is what it is. It is what it is. And in letting go, it's asking you to have trust and faith. Alright? Twin flame is all about trust and faith. It is the knowledge that when you do let go, that your union is still going to be there. It's a spiritual connection. Nothing can separate you from the love of God. I mean, even if your twin runs, right? Where's your twin going to go? Where does he want to go? Does he want to go to Italy? Is he going to go to India? Australia? Is that going to make any difference to the connection that you share energetically? No. Doesn't matter where you are. That connection is still there. And once I've realized that nothing can break that connection, that my twin is with me every second of every day, because he's just as much a part of me as I am myself. That empowered me, that gave me the ability to stand back, set the intention, and say it is what it is, and I'm letting this go. And in that process of going into surrender, it was like a mountain rolling off my shoulders. It was the greatest relief ever, the lightest feeling, knowing that in the trust and in the faith that I have for my union, that it would always be there. And it created space in my life, in surrender, to prepare me for my work, knowing that the work that I do today is a direct result of being in my union. If it wasn't for my union, I wouldn't be able to do this. My life path would not have unfolded and led me to this point. So that is what I wanted to say about letting go. Okay, so I'm just going to recap. First of all, you have to determine on whether you are ready to let go, and you have to ask yourself the question: does it hurt more to hold on, or does it hurt more to let go? And when it hurts more to hold on, you let go. And in letting go, it is establishing the faith and the trust that your union will always be there. And if it is not the twin flame moving from crisis into surrender when you're using the letting go process, it is also about, once you let go, you're creating more space in your life for newness to come in, for new things to happen. Because the holding on is holding on to people, situations that doesn't serve you anymore. That's why you hold on. If it was meant to be in your life, you wouldn't have to be holding on. Okay? So it's in letting go and setting the intention and saying, I am willing to let go, and you just let it go. And it will fade away. It will just sort of like fade away gently until it's not an issue anymore. And whenever you think about a person or a situation that you want to let go, where as soon as they pop into your mind, you just say, I set the intention to let it go. And it would assist that process of the situation and the person just sort of fading away in the background. Now, in twin flame union, as some people know and as I know, my twin is always in my mind, is always here. And when I set the intention to let go, it is to take a step back from the mental anguish, okay, that the situation causes because of the programming that I've been before, wanting to fit a relationship onto a union, unconditional, energetic. So if you have any questions about this video, please leave me a comment below, and you can contact me on Facebook at Twin Flame Violet Ray. You can contact me on my website www.heartsolutionswithenz.com, and you can also contact me on my email heartsolutionswithenz@gmail.com. Thank you so much for my video, and I would love to hear your thoughts on letting go. What did you need to let go of, and how did you do it? Sending everybody light and love.